You were just not eating in a calorie deficit.
I feel bad because I know this guy means well, but this video really pissed me off, so I've got to speak up. I'm going to tell you the truth about starvation mode. First of all, extreme case study of a miraculous feat of survival in a state of starvation is not scientific evidence that starvation...
So first off, if you're worried about Wikipedia or the accuracy information on the website, here's the PubMed article done on this exact study. While yes, a study of one is not a sample size at all, his results do align with what we expect to see in the laws of thermodynamics. If I'm trying to find the rate of gravity and I drop a bowling ball to prove it, and my results align exactly with the math and science, does that prove it? I'm not sure, but it is damning evidence in my opinion.
Also does not prove that the reason you're not losing weight is because you're not in a calorie deficit enough. I mean, this assumption is problematic as...
Unfortunately, this is what it means, and you are physically unable to lose weight without a calorie deficit. If we take a look back at science in the first law of thermodynamics, energy cannot be created or destroyed, so you can't just pull calories out of thin air. You physically cannot gain weight if you are burning more calories than you are consuming. Yes, there are many more factors that go into these equations, such as hormones and stuff, but that does not mean the math doesn't check out. This is the exact math of why perpetual motion machines do not work. If this math wasn't true, we wouldn't have to rely on fossil fuels, coal, natural gas, all the other stuff to power our world, because we could just create it out of thin air. This is the exact same principle.
Citing an individual who lost a lot of weight, literally starving, is so dangerous here on TikTok, where people will copy literally everything we fucking say.
Okay, I get what she's saying here, but discussing scientific information is not promoting ads. This is the exact same reason why we learn about bad events in history and why we don't repeat them. We should not turn a blind eye to scientific experiments and studies just because they are not the prettiest thing to read. Everyone has heard the term knowledge is power. The more we know, the more we understand, the better we're able to be as humans in the future. Probably should have threw a trigger warning in there. That is my fault. But if you know me and my page, I promote healthy, sustainable weight loss and would never advocate for something like this.
Having said that, while I agree with this guy that starvation mode is not a clinically identified condition.
Okay, so now she agrees with me. That was the whole point of the video, to debunk the myth that starvation mode is a thing. And if you didn't know, the myth of starvation mode is basically saying that you're eating so few calories that you're gaining weight, which is not true. If you're eating less calories than you are burning, you will lose weight.
Condition, metabolic adaptation is, and in a lot of ways, it's kind of a nice way of saying pretty much the same thing.
So starvation mode and metabolic adaptation are completely different things. Metabolic adaptation is the reduction in the calories out portion of the equation due to chronic dieting. This does come in many factors, but it does follow the law of thermodynamics and is a real thing.